This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello, welcome back to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. Today we have the last two games from the first and second divisions. This is the second division game between Suryavarman II and Kublai Khan. Suryavarman is number one in the league with 10 points, 5 wins in 5 games, and he is the big favorite here. However, Kublai Khan is number 11 with 4 points, 2 wins and 3 losses. His 2 wins have come in his last 2 games, so he is having an upswing in form, which may suggest that he could create some trouble for Suryavarman in this game. But Suryavarman is still the favorite though, but we never know in Civ 4. Let's take a look at the starting positions. This is Suryavarman, the second starting position. It's very little land and very much water, but there are 2 fishes up here. There is corn, there are pigs, there is gems, and there is jungle to his west. He starts down here on the southern part of the eastern continent. Starting position of Kublai Khan is up on the northern part here. He has a lot of, there is rivers, a lot of forests to chop, coal is here, crabs, there is corn down here, marble, and there is iron up here. Both of them have some decent land to expand into where they start, and there is also this big thing over here on the western end of the eastern continent. Of course, we also have the parts here in the west, which they need astronomy in order to reach. Now, they are relatively far away from each other, so let's see what happens when we start the game. Off we go, Suryavarman II versus Kublai Khan in the last game in the second division, round 6. 1 city each. Kublai Khan is pleased with Suryavarman II. That could be something, but there we are, different religions, and Kublai is still pleased, so that's okay. Hinduism for Kublai, Buddhism for Suryavarman, 3 cities each. And we see the spread on the minimap. There is the 4th city for them. We are coming up on turn 115, which is 1 AD. And we have it there with 6 cities Suryavarman, 5 Kublai Khan. And we see Kublai Khan is going west, and Suryavarman is also going west and north and south. 8 cities Kublai Khan now, 7 Suryavarman. So let's see what turn 150 is past Kublai Khan. Well, Suryavarman is a little bit weaker than Kublai, but not by much. Suryavarman going for feudalism next, and Kublai is on alphabet. 10 cities Suryavarman, 9 cities Kublai Khan. Looks like Suryavarman has a few more points in score than Kublai at the moment. 10 cities each now. And both going for machinery at the same time. Suryavarman is weaker than Kublai. Kublai has settled a city in the face of Suryavarman, trying to block him off from getting further up north. 12 cities each at the moment. Suryavarman a little bit stronger than Kublai. Suryavarman going for the banking, while Kublai is on the civil service. Engineering next for Suryavarman. They are approximately equal in score as well. 13 cities each, and we see Suryavarman has settled that island up in the northwestern part of the continent. Well, it's in the middle of the map, but it's west of the starting continent. 13 cities each. Suryavarman is on education, Kublai Khan going banking. Turn 228 at the moment. I have not paid attention to the Apostolic Palace, if it is built or not, so that's going to come as a surprise to me if the result Diplo wins here. Kublai Khan is going astronomy at the very least, so he's trying to go into the new world. Let's see if he can do that before Suryavarman. Suryavarman going liberalism though. And I guess, well, I didn't see it on the screen if he got it first or not. Probably too many messages to show them all. But I know that Kublai Khan is going to build settlers and boats to try to get into the new world at least. He's going for nationalism. They are equal in strength, and we see that it's Suryavarman II that builds the first cities in the new world, and Kublai Khan follows up as well. 16 cities Suryavarman, 14 Kublai Khan. Printing press for Suryavarman, education for Kublai Khan, and they are equal in score. They are popping up and down each other, and Suryavarman must have been the first to liberalism because Kublai Khan is just getting it now. And Kublai Khan has started the golden age as well. 15 cities now, Kublai. Suryavarman on 17, turn 281. 18 cities for Suryavarman now. They are getting into the new world and they are founding cities over there, both of them. And Suryavarman has a few more. He's up to 19 versus Kublai 16, going for physics as well. Versus Kublai Khan's military tradition, and yeah, he got printing press and now going for scientific method. Suryavarman is on rifling while Kublai gets democracy. 21 to 17 is the city count, a slight advantage Suryavarman while he gets onto steam power. Kublai Khan on communism then, steam power in 3, and then replaceable parts for Kublai Khan. 22 cities to 18, Suryavarman is getting an advantage. He is also growing stronger than Kublai now, but Kublai is getting rifling while Suryavarman is getting steel. 23 cities to 19, and Suryavarman is going towards railroad as well, turned 314. 23 to 19 is the city count now, and Suryavarman II, who has won all 5 of his first 5 games. This is a game, turn 320 we are, in the 20th century in other words. Suryavarman II, what are you doing now? Are you upgrading your units? Most probably you are, yes, but then you get railroads now. Kublai Khan is going for the military science while Suryavarman is on combustion, and the privateers are on the scene. 26 cities to 20 current city count. Kublai Khan going for steam power. Suryavarman is only 1.1 times as strong as Kublai Khan, so it's not that big of a difference, and 26 to 20 cities is not that big of a difference either. 16 to 10 had been a lot more, a lot better. Suryavarman going for assembly line while Kublai Khan is on his way to railroad. Suryavarman is growing stronger by the turn, and 1.3 times the strength, 1.4 times the strength as Kublai now. Kublai is up to 21 cities now. He founded another one right there, turned 341 now. And Suryavarman military tradition next, one turning that. Kublai is getting combustion, Suryavarman gets divine right in a turn. And physics for Kublai, military science for Suryavarman. 27 to 21 cities. Kublai is pleased. It doesn't seem to me like it's going to be a war in this game, but you never know. They can plot at pleased. Well, I haven't really checked, so I don't really recall in my head if both of them can. I think that Suryavarman can, but I cannot guarantee that. I don't remember it. I should have remembered it. It's a little bit embarrassing that I don't know. 28 cities to 22 now, favoring Suryavarman. That is going to industrialism while Kublai Khan is on electricity. Turn 360 is here. We still haven't seen a war though. And Kublai is pleased with Suryavarman, but yeah, industrialism now, and Kublai Khan is getting artillery. Suryavarman goes towards plastics next. Is this going to be a space race, or will any of them try for culture? That is the question. Or will they attack each other? That is also a question. Kublai Khan going rocketry, but Suryavarman is now 1.5 times the strength of Kublai, so Suryavarman is building up. He is building up his army. There is no doubt about that. Turn 367. So if there was a war to break out, I believe that Suryavarman II would have a very good... And we have the war! It has broken out. Turn 368. Now we'll see if Suryavarman II will be able to win his 6th out of 6 games. 1.5 times the strength of Kublai Khan. Suryavarman has the advantage here. We'll see. He's growing even stronger. 1.6 times now. 29 to 21. He has taken a city away from Kublai. This could be Suryavarman's game to win now. 29 to 21 is the city count now. And Kublai is... Well, Suryavarman is losing a few units, I believe, because Kublai is only 1.4 times the strength now. And we see Kublai getting industrialism as well. And goes plastics after that. Suryavarman is on rocketry, Kublai Khan is on plastics, but now with industrialism at Kublai as well, we shall wait and see what that effect that has on the war. 29 cities to 21 is the fact. We see on the screen Suryavarman on rocketry, 5 turns, 4 turns left for that. Kublai is on plastics, and Suryavarman is about 1.4 or 1.5 times as strong as Kublai, depending on who is losing a few units in the war, but no city 7 changing hands for a little while. Turn 390, 29 to 21 cities. Suryavarman 1.6 times as strong as Kublai sometimes now, and now Kublai is down to 20 cities. Suryavarman has taken yet another city away from the Mongolian leader, 30 to 20 now, and Suryavarman is up to 1.6 times the strength of Kublai. Both of them are going for radio now. Suryavarman 1 times the strength and turned 394. It looks like Suryavarman slowly is eating city after city, but he's spending some time for each of them. So the question is, how fast will he get them? Will he get them fast enough to win a domination? We are at turn 398. He has plenty of time left. It's 101 turns left of the game right now. But he is 1.6 or 1.5 times as strong as Kublai, which means that Kublai is building units as well and he's defending himself well. He has lost a couple of cities, but he has not been broken. He has not lost all his units, so Suryavarman cannot just run over him, even though Suryavarman should be stronger and should be grinding this out. 96 turns left. Going for fission now, Suryavarman the second, going for fission while Kublai is on mass media. And next up for Kublai is, well, that's okay, biology then. 1.6 times the strength now, Suryavarman of Kublai Khan. So he's keeping that 1.5, 1.6 and 30 cities to 20. There is peace, by the way. I didn't see exactly when they signed that peace treaty, but it is here, turn 411, which means that Suryavarman may actually think about going for space now. Kublai Khan is going for medicine as well, while Suryavarman is getting biology. At 30 cities to 20, which means that in a space race, each of them will have a chance to win that. Turn 415 now, they still have time to do that. But it depends whether there will be another war or not. Kublai Khan, could Kublai Khan be the first one to get a point of Suryavarman II? That is the question. I don't know the answer to it. Let's wait and see. Turn 419 now, almost turn 420, and Kublai has completed the Apollo program. We know Kublai has completed the Apollo program and is going for satellites, while Suryavarman now is on mass media. But Suryavarman 30 cities to Kublai's 20. Kublai with 2 wins in his last 2 games. He still hasn't given up here, but Suryavarman, he is now growing even stronger. 1.8 times the strength of Kublai now. Suryavarman, he has never been stronger compared to the Mongolian leader all game. 30 cities to 20 for Suryavarman, which means there is an advantage, and both of them now on satellites for turn 425 now, and Kublai is just a few turns ahead in satellites. Let's see, and he's going lasers as well. This is a space race at the moment. That's Suryavarman 1.9 times as strong as Kublai, down to 1.8 again. Kublai 7 turns away from the lasers. And I haven't noticed Suryavarman building the Apollo program, but I haven't noticed all the messages in the middle of the screen anyway, so we could very well have it. I haven't even seen. And the secrets of flight were stolen by enemy infiltrator, which means that Kublai Khan has used his spies to get flight for free from Suryavarman. Well, he has used his espionage points, but you know what I mean. Three turns left for both of them on lasers. We are at turn 432. It looks to me, even though Kublai Khan is angry at Suryavarman, he's annoyed, really annoyed. I don't think that he's going to attack him because he is so much weaker than the Khmer leader. I think this is a space race now, and it looks like both of them are getting lasers, yes. And next up is, let's look at the text that they are choosing. Composites for Kublai Khan. In 9 turns, refrigeration for Suryavarman. That's going to go fast, only 2 turns. Suryavarman does have a tech advantage, I believe, and he has 30 cities to 20. He must have more commerce to take from because of his more number of cities. And no longer work on Hollywood, okay, which means that Kublai got Hollywood. Okay, some advanced flight for Suryavarman then, while Kublai is on composites. 1.8 times the strength, turn 440 with 60 turns left. Which one of these two leaders will win the space race? Will they even win the space race? Kublai Khan has completed the United Nations, that doesn't matter. Suryavarman, what are you attacking next? Computers next. Kublai getting the composites ready now, an espionage mission undertaken successfully. And Kublai has completed the docking bay, turn 443 now. Kublai Khan has completed the docking bay. Let's see what that means. I haven't seen Suryavarman complete a spaceship part yet. He's on computers, getting it in one turn. And there it goes. Well, in a little while, there it is. And now on to robotics in 7 turns, but it's only 54 turns left of the game. So the question is, Kublai Khan on advanced flight. Mining Inc. has been incorporated. That is Suryavarman the second that gets Mining Inc. That will increase the production capacity, production capability of the Khmer leader. But it depends, has the war slowed them down enough that they are not going to reach space in time? 50 turns left. And it's a global warming, and Mining Inc. has expanded, turn 450 with 50 turns left of the game. Suryavarman is on robotics, Kublai Khan is on ecology, 1 turn for robotics for Suryavarman, but now an espionage mission has been undertaken successfully. I wonder if Suryavarman... there it is, I completed the Apollo program and Kublai has completed 1 casing, but I wonder if Suryavarman is sabotaging, and Suryavarman has completed the Manhattan Project. Suryavarman has completed the Manhattan Project and we have nukes on the scene. There is a complication to the matters, there is nukes on the scene, and Suryavarman... Kublai Khan with the casing. I wonder if those espionage missions of Suryavarman is sabotaging Kublai Khan spaceship parts. I don't know. Kublai has completed yet another casings though, and we have 43 turns left of this game. Turn 458 now, and the Khmer spy has been thwarted. Kublai has completed the casing. I haven't seen Suryavarman complete spaceship parts, so it must be Kublai Khan that has an advantage here. He's going towards robotics, but with 40 turns left now of the game, that is maybe going to be too late for Kublai Khan. I haven't seen him build any engines. I haven't seen him build a few of... Well, I've seen him build a lot of casings. I haven't seen him build thrusters yet, for instance. He may have done that, and I don't remember. Suryavarman is on fusion with 37 turns left of the game. Is this game going to end in a draw, or will one of them reach Alpha Centauri in time? That is the question. Maybe the war made certain that they don't reach space in time. Life support has been destroyed by enemy infiltrators, which means that the life support for Suryavarman has been taken out by spies, which means that Kublai Khan is destroying the Khmer spaceship. That is also something that we have to take into account, and with only 33 turns left, they don't have time for losing spaceship parts due to spies. Kublai Khan has completed a docking bay as well, which means that he has 1 of those parts. He is now on superconductors with 4 turns left for that one, but with 31 turns left of the game, he needs to... And a cockpit in Angkor Wat was destroyed by enemy infiltrator, which means that Suryavarman is not going to win space race, is he? He is not going to win that one. Kublai Khan is using his spies to effectively stop Suryavarman from winning space, and we saw that there was a successful espionage mission, which means that Suryavarman also has successfully done something with espionage, and I believe that may have been destroying one of the spaceship parts of Kublai Khan. They are basically destroying each other's chances to win, which means that this game is going to end up in a draw in 26 turns unless something happens. Unless some of them is able... And the life support was destroyed by enemy infiltrators again, and Suryavarman has completed Sid Sushi with 24 turns left. It is so interesting to see them use their spies to destroy the chances of each other. We are on genetics now, and Kublai is going to get it a turn ahead of Suryavarman, but with 22 turns left of the game, this is going to be too late, isn't it? He needs to launch in the next 9-10 turns at least. So let's see, and it is only 4 turns left for fiber optics for Kublai Khan, and a docking bay was destroyed by enemy infiltrators, which means that Kublai has destroyed yet another spaceship part of Suryavarman's. Suryavarman is going for stealth as well, and Kublai is going fiber optics, but it's 18 turns left of the game, and I believe Kublai has completed the thrusters though. He has completed the thrusters. I wonder if he is going to launch Spaceship in time. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. An engine was destroyed by enemy infiltrators in Viamapura, so Kublai is using his spies, effectively destroying Suryavarman's chances to win space. And Kublai has completed 2 thrusters this time. 16 turns left. Is he going to lift off before we have 10 turns left of the game? 5 turns left. But he needs a complete spaceship in order to win in 10 turns. That is also the thing, Kublai Khan. You need to launch. And we have a successful espionage mission. If that was another spaceship part being destroyed, then Kublai Khan is going to be too late as well. This is really tense now. We have been playing this for a very long time. Turn 487, 13 turns left. There is mining ink and Sid Sushi expanding. But will there be a spaceship launch on the next turn? Or will there not be? There is, well, I don't know yet. Let's try to pay attention to that. Suryavarman is on future tech, by the way. Kublai Khan is on fusion. Which means that there will not be any spaceship launched, I believe. 10 turns left, and I haven't seen a launch. I have not seen a launch. I have still not seen a launch. I have still not seen a launch. Turn 490 and successful espionage missions. And we have a war. We have the declaration of war at the end of the game. We have the declaration of war at the end of the game with 9 turns left. This is not going to be a space race for anyone, because I don't think anyone has actually launched, but we have a war. 20 cities to Kublai Khan, but Suryavarman doesn't have enough time left to win domination in this game. He's desperately trying for that now, I believe. 19 cities left for Kublai Khan now. 19 cities left. And it looks like Suryavarman is trying desperately now, 2.5 times the strength, but with 7 turns he cannot reach domination in time. 18 cities left for Kublai Khan now. Suryavarman is trying to do it, but can he? I don't think he can. It's only 6 turns left. He needs those borders to expand as well after conquest. 16 turns left. 16 cities left for Kublai Khan. 6 turns left of the game. Turn 494. Kublai Khan, you are so close to a point against Suryavarman. 5 turns left. 5 turns left now. And 16 cities. Kublai, can you hold on? You are so much weaker now. Oh, you are so much weaker now. 16 cities, 5 turns, 4 turns left now. 4 turns left, and Kublai is still on 16 cities. Suryavarman, can he win domination? That is the question. I don't think he can, but maybe he can if he takes a lot of cities each turn. 3 turns left, still 16 cities left for Kublai Khan. And this is really tense now. Will he manage to do it? I don't think he will, but 15 cities now. Kublai is down to 15 cities and 2 turns left. Suryavarman, you are fighting for your 6th win in 6. Can you do it? 13 cities. Kublai is down to 13 cities. He has lost a lot. Will there be a domination win on the last turn? 13 cities left for Kublai, and we are at turn 499. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What is going to happen? It is a time. It is a draw. Kublai Khan is the first leader to take a point off of Suryavarman II this season. Congratulations with that, Kublai. Kublai now hasn't lost in his last 3 games. Suryavarman lost a point for the first time this season. It is a draw. draw was a draw, but it was exciting all the way to the end. Both leaders used spies to sabotage spaceship parts of the other, and Suryavarman, once it became clear that he couldn't win a spaceship victory, he declared his second war of the game in 2071. In a desperate attempt to win domination, he did win the war, 7 cities captured, no cities lost, but time ran out. 2080 turn 500 came too soon and it ended the game in a draw. Here we have the graphs. We see they are pretty even until 1950, and then Suryavarman goes ahead in score. In GNP, also pretty even, I'd say. Production, Suryavarman got ahead towards the end. Food, Suryavarman. Power, Suryavarman. Culture was actually Kublai Khan until the very end when he lost a few cities there. And espionage, I call that even. Demographics, Suryavarman II's numbers, Kublai Khan's numbers. Manufacturing of 2,291 is really good. 974 food is also good. 94.9 million in population versus 29.4 million. Very good numbers. If you just could have gotten about 5.08 more millions to get over the 100 million barrier, that would have been even greater, but it wasn't to be. The top 6 cities and the wonders, let's go to the bottom and see that it's only the Great Wall that was constructed in the BC era, and you can look at the others yourself. The top cities, Kublai Khan has the number 1 city, Suryavarman has the number 2, number 3, Kublai Khan number 4, and Suryavarman 5 and 6. Statistics then. Suryavarman II founded 28 cities, 3 religions, 2 golden ages, currently has 63 windmills, 51 farms, 41 towns. In his cities, he built 29 barracks and granaries, 28 airports, so we see down to 12 intelligence agencies. Let's go page down, and you can read all about it. Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty, Great Lighthouse, a lot of good stuff. Let's go page down again to see that there is a space elevator, completing the list at the bottom place. Apostolic Palaces here, didn't matter, Sid Sushi, you can see all about it, read all about it if you stop the video. Let's go and take a look at the current units. That Suryavarman II has 98 mechanized infantry, 52 marines, 45 tanks, and 1 cavalry at the bottom there. He made a total of 58 marines, 55 tanks, and 55 workers. 11 swordsmen, let's go page down. And for anti-tanks, let's also go page down again and see that the pikeman is at the end of the list. 1 pikeman there. Let's look at the kills then. 29 infantries, 20 mech infantries, 19 cavalries, and you see the list goes down to 1 submarine. Is there more? Yes, a missile cruiser and a modern armor to complete the list. The losses then. 43 infantries, 23 cavalries, 15 workers, and down to 1 battleship at the bottom. Kublai Khan then, 22 cities built, 4 religions, 2 golden ages, currently 41 farms, 26 towns, 22 windmills, and in his cities he did build 22 granaries and barracks, 21 forges, and the list goes down in 10 intelligence agencies. Let's go page down. Here we start with the wonders, with Temple of Artemis and Statue of Zeus and stuff. Let's go page down again and see there is another full page here. Taj Mahal among them, 3 gorgeous dams, the United Nations is among them, Hanging Gardens, of course, Colossus. Let's go page down and see that the last item on the list is the Hermitage. Mausoleum of Mausolus is here as well. Top. Current units then for Kublai Khan, 36 mech infantries, 9 jet fighters, 8 marines, modern armors and gunships, and a submarine. Trained in your cities, 42 workers, 38 longbowmen, 31 cavalries, down to 7 swordsmen at the bottom there. Let's go page down, and there are 2 great spies. Let's go page down again and see that the jet fighter completes the list at the bottom. 1 jet fighter there, and let's confirm the kills. 43 infantries, 23 cavalries, 15 workers, down to 1 mobile SAM, and the losses then 29 infantries, 20 mechanized infantries, 19 cavalries, down to 1 submarine, and page down we find a modern armor and a missile cruiser. So this game ended in a draw for the very first time. Suryavarman II failed to win, so I guess we must congratulate Kublai Khan with being the first leader to take a point off of Suryavarman. Let's go look at the victory conditions screen. The victory conditions screen show us that Suryavarman II had 62.54% of the land area, so he started the last war too late. Kublai Khan with 35%, no one was close to culture, and we see here the spaceship parts. A lot of them have been sabotaged, so there is not that many. No way they were going to win space at this pace when they used their spies to destroy each other's spaceship parts. Kublai built the United Nations, Suryavarman built the Apostolic Palace, and we see here, well, the numbers. Let's go exit and take a look at the cities. Suryavarman had 37 of them in the end. Sort by population and make sure we are at the top. Mahendra Parvata, Pop 23, Yasdarapura, Fanumrung, and Angkor Wat 22. They are really unhappy. -28 in Daland Sagad. I don't know if that is the maximum unhappy we have seen, but yeah, they are really unhappy due to the war, I guess. Also, they are healthy, so that is not a problem. Food is, well, not that good, maybe. Base commerce, 92 in Angkor Wat is good, of course. 71 in Lingapura is decent, but a lot of bad things here. Power in most of the cities, 1 of 2 production in Yasdarapura, 100 in Preavihar. 120 in Lingapura, 112 in Bantaikidai for a docking bay, 122 for a thrusters in Yeshwarpura, 104, so generally good production. Vimyapura 14 is at the bottom of the list. Let's go to the bottom then. Vimyapura 14, where is that? There it is. So from Bangmelea and down is page 2. Those are not as unhappy as the others. They are building a lot of engines, thrusters, engines, stasis chambers, so a lot of spaceship parts that were never going to be completed. Okay, let's go exit and go and take a look at the 13 Kublai Khan cities then, shall we? Kublai Khan, okay, let's immediately click here and hope that he doesn't lose any while we are looking at it. He is building units in all his cities. Ningxia 22, Almarik 21, Daran 21, Mandalgovi 19, and you can see the list a little bit unhappy, but not as bad as Suryavarman II. Good food, decent food I'd say, good in these top 3 cities at least. The base commerce is 94 in Karakorum, that's good, but other than that it's, well, it's decent at least. Not so good production, 119 in Karakorum is the best, and that is a good one. 54 is decent, 48 is decent, and that is basically it. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Updated league table stands. Suryavarman II is still top of the league, 11 points and positive 56 score turn difference. Kublai Khan is number 12 with 5 points and negative 8 score turn difference. A little bit later today is the big game between Julius Caesar and Asuka. You should not miss that one. It's the top game between the 2 leaders in the first division that has yet to drop points this season. I could not have made this up. It's going to be so good to see that game. I am Kjotleik. This has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you back for the last game in a few minutes.